Right now, we are joined by Anirudh Yadav, who ranked 8th this UPSC 2023. Would be knowing from him about his way of studying, his focus, and what all changes he would like to make in the administration he went in that particular arena. Okay, so our first question comes, Anirudh. So first of all, a big congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you. I think the feeling is still sinking in, and I mean I've been getting so many calls, so I've been very busy. So I'm just looking forward to the time I can spend with my family and just sit in peace.
So what are your family like? How their reactions is, your parents and all? How their reaction is? What was the first reaction they made?
So I think the initial reaction was primarily disbelief. Very hard to, fathom that this is something that has happened. I'd been studying for 4 5 years, so I was really, of course, looking forward to this day. And now that it's here, I'm glad.
So you ranked 8, and can you tell us about the journey? How difficult it was, and what are the main focus you kept in mind while focusing your entire preparation?
So I think it was difficult. I mean, because you have to treat it like a job. It's like any other job where you're studying about 8 to 10 hours a day, except that you don't get weekends. And so I think just the consistency part, waking up every day, having micro goals, making sure that you're staying true to your effort, to your goals, etc. That's the biggest challenge. And I think just doing it on a daily basis again and again was perhaps the biggest challenge.
While studying, was there anything in particular that you focused on?
Right, so I think primarily just understanding what the syllabus is, that's very important, because we've all heard that UPSC they can ask anything. I don't think that is true. There's a very set syllabus. Questions are mostly from that. So contextualizing the information you read in the newspaper or you read anywhere else, and making sure that you have short and crisp notes about it so you can always revise is something that I feel is important.
What you while studying or the entire journey of UPSC, what are the main challenges you faced?
So I think one would definitely be not being able to spend time with your family and friends. You have to make some sacrifices. And second would be, I think, something like working out, because I like playing sports. So often that would come at the cost of my studies. And apart from that, I think it's just the everyday struggle. Weekends you don't get, etc. But
So basically, you were saying it is a very diligent, and you have to take it as a diligent job, and you have to concentrate, and there won't be any vacation kind of thing or any kind of lethargic approach for this entire preparation can actually bear you no fruit.
right, I think especially for the 3 months before prelims and 3 months before mains, you really have to give it your all, make a lot of sacrifices. Apart from that, I think in the other 6 months you can go for vacations, you can meet your friends a lot more often, spend time with your family. But yeah, those 6 core months are something that I think you require your utmost focus, and basically every day sitting down on the table for 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is, and doing your best.
So Anirudh, we have learned that it is a fourth attempt. So what all do you think lacked in these 3 attempts and succeeded in fourth? What actually changed, or what were the main thing that changed this entire course?
So not too much actually. So I cleared the exam in my first and second attempt as well. I was in the railway personnel after my first attempt and in the information service after my second attempt. So just I think it's the power of compounding, that slowly and steadily you keep building on the information that you have read, getting a little better every day, and I think that is eventually what bears fruit.
So what would be your message for the aspirants now? Like the people who are studying UPSC and taking it very seriously, what would be your suggestion for them?
I think just believe in yourself. That's definitely the first thing that one must do. Because if you don't believe you can achieve the goal, then perhaps it would be difficult for you to justify why you're sitting down every day. So having that conviction that perhaps if I work hard, I will get success is something I believe is very important. Secondly, having the focus and the discipline to sit every day. I mean, for everything else, I think the core comes down to just sitting down with your pen and paper and studying. So I think having the discipline to do that every day is something that everyone should keep in mind. And that is, I think, what separates many of the aspirants from the others.
So, if like heading for the administration part of the Indian bureaucrats or Indian bureaucracy of the entire system, of course, what are the you as an aspirant has had something in mind, and now as you are one of the UPSC cracker, what would be the things you would like to change also, or would like to be introduced or addition?
So I think mainly because India is such a diverse country, there are diverse challenges. Delhi has different challenges than, say, Nuh in Haryana, and other places have different challenges. So, depending on where you're posted, depending on what department you're in, I think just making sure that you identify the challenges that are present and then give it your all. Because if I only focus on, say, for example, women empowerment, then perhaps I might overlook something else. So I think just keeping an open mind, identifying the challenges, and doing your best to tackle them. I hope I can do that in the future.
Okay, one last question. Like, other than UP aspirant, other person Anirudh Yadav, what are the interests and how you spend day, and what do you all do other than studying?
So I really like to play squash. I occasionally go to play squash. I like most other people, I like going out with my friends, be it for dinners or be it for a small holiday sometime. Apart from that, I think most of my time is either spent on social media, looking at Instagram in my free time, etc. And that's about it.
Thanks a lot, Anirudh, for talking to
Thank
us.
you.
on Kenya Style.
Thank you. Thank you.
For such fine news breaks and video features from ground on your mobile phones, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The New Indian, by clicking on the bell icon. Also, follow us on the social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Co.